Hello everybody, it's Joel from Silver Arrow Cars, and I am here with our 2007 Toyota Landcruiser. This is a US vehicle, originally delivered in Colorado. It is finished in classic silver metallic over ash gray leather. It has 103,000 miles, and I would say this is probably one of the nicest of this generation and best condition I have seen. Generally, these all got used. They got used to cart around families and go on adventures and all the rest. And it would be very common to see them fairly corroded or heavily used or abused or modified or all the rest. This one is in exceptional original condition. We've had it through Toyota and did a full pre-purchase inspection on it, and they went through it tip to tail with nothing and no issues. We brought this into Canada for a client of ours that is addicted to Toyota Land Cruisers and older or mid-2000s Toyota Land Cruisers. It went through a government inspection when it came up to Canada. We've now exported it. It is back in the United States. It's sitting in our Blaine, Washington warehouse on an Ohio title, and this is selling no reserve. So let's get up close and personal. First, let's start with the front. Very, very, very good condition. There's going to be the odd spot where you see small, very small chips, and I think this is probably more detailed than anyone showing one of these generation Land Cruisers on Bring a Trailer is going to be, because you'd expect it. The lenses on the headlights are really, really nice and great condition. Bumper, I almost have nothing to point out. The plastics on the inside of the bumper all look great. You can see a little bit of wax residue there from our detail. Even when you get up close to the emblem, you can see just a little bit of patina to that middle grille section, but not a lot to show whatsoever. Same thing when we move over to the other headlight. The acrylic and the lens are all in really, really good shape. Same answer when I go across the hood here. Very, very good condition. The windshield, I would say, does have some pitting to it. That might be something you want to replace. It is the original glass, or it is original Toyota glass. I would imagine it's the original glass. It has the odd repaired chip in it, so that's just something to note. There's one up there on the passenger side. There's one here. Not all that noticeable when you're driving. I'll leave that up to the purchaser if that's something they want to take care of. Little, very small marks here on the mirror cap. The wheels are all very, very good condition. The tires were brand new when it was brought up about a year ago into our area for our client. But when you look inside that wheel well, very, very clean. And you will see the underside. The underside's been detailed, and it is spectacular underneath. Very void of corrosion. Very, very good shape. I would say the only thing to note maybe is this middle strip of this kind of satin-like material that they put on the door guards, the beltline trim. That has a little bit of kind of fading and discoloration to it. And there's a little mark here through that side trim. The odd small chip, but very, very good. You got to get up pretty close to spot some of that stuff. Another small one there. We did a 3-stage polish on the truck. You'll see very high gloss and shine all the way around the back. I think we've got someone coming through the door here, so I'm just going to pause the video. All right, restarting where we left off. So coming around the back of the vehicle, rear bumper, very nice condition. Very, very tidy. That is not, the bumpers are a different color than the top. The top is the classic gray, small chip. I'm not sure what this two-tone or the bottom is. I'll have to look on the trim tag, or you guys could look on the trim tag if you wanted to. Looking at Toyota glass, Toyota glass, Toyota glass. Nice and clean and not corroded or not oxidized uppers on the door frames. And same thing with the trim around the windows here. Plastic vents in really good shape. That was just a small mark. The classic rear spoiler, fairly JDM looking. The acrylics on those rear taillights, exceptional. Same with the emblems and the trim around the back. The struts, I'd say, are a little bit on the weak side. Nice and tidy up in there. That is where, up in here, even around these these plugs, these are the spots you'd really start seeing corrosion on a vehicle that you might have or want to have concerns on. All nice and clean up in here. The seal is nice and rubbery and soft. Opening up that tailgate, same thing, looking in those jams. Nice and tidy. There is the original head unit. It can be put back in, and we'll get to that as we move forward. Make sure I don't drop this. Carpet in the whole rear luggage area, all in very good shape. Very minimal wear across this bridge panel. I don't know what you'd call this. Let's look down to those crevices a little bit. So tidy. You can see the backs of the seats. Nice and tidy. This is somewhere I usually look to see if lots of luggage or sharp instruments or whatever have been banging around in the back when the seats are out. Not the case. There is your jack and tools. You can see how tidy it is in there. Vehicles that are off-road a lot or on dusty roads, the dust will find its way into those compartments. It does have a rear camera. It's on the license plate mount. Let's show these areas as well. No corrosion, looking very, very good. Much of the same on this side. Same condition on the exterior. The wheels, tires. There's a little bit better light here. Look at the frame. You can see through the wheel well. Just tidy, tidy, tidy. Sorry, it's not focusing here. There we go. Wow. Just gonna pull back and pause as I've got another person at the door here. All right, we're back. So, extremely tidy through those wheel wells. The wheels are very nice condition. The tires are new. And then just same thing. Oh, there's a little tiny ding right there. So same thing on this beltline trim. This strip here, which is probably something that could be, you could maybe do a new strip over top with vinyl, but a little bit of oxidization to that. This is the belt line that saves you from all the door dings. And thus, I don't have anything I really need to point out in these doors other than that belt line trim. Mirror cap on this side. Couple little marks, but very little. Couple little marks here. That passenger chip is right here. roof and the sunroof. So let's move inside. I'm gonna swing around to the other side. Hopefully we've got enough light. So I think the first thing that's gonna stand out to anybody is this big panel. So that's a big digital panel and touch screen that's replaced the center stack. That has got Apple CarPlay, it's got Android Auto, it controls all your climate. I'll show you that as it powers up, and I'll show you the suspension as well. But overall, the entire interior is very, very, very good condition. I would say this is the nicest I've seen. I've seen a lot of these on Bring a Trailer. This one is really, really nice. No bolster splitting. It's leather right down the side, so this isn't that vinyl that normally splits in most of the other Toyota products. It's all leather. All in very, very good shape. All the power functions of the seat work. All the switches, windows, all of that all works. Dash and everything is in great condition, though that's not even really a concern on these ones. Sunroof works exactly the way it's supposed to. See if I can get my flashlight for some extra light. There we go. The rear seats look like they were hardly ever used. Very, very tidy. It's all the same theme. All the wood trim is in very good shape on all the doors. And the same thing on the dash and the center console. I've got that cable there because I'm going to show you how that screen works. Just a really, really tidy Landcruiser. Let's pop the hood. First impressions of the hood is the same as everywhere else. Extremely tidy. I don't see any corrosion. What's normal if these are coming, and surprising coming out of Colorado, if these are stored outdoors and not garage stored, you start seeing corrosion on a lot of these bolts and some of the fittings. And this is all very, very tidy. I know I'm being a little repetitive, but it's the truth. Look all down through out there. All the rubbers and the hoses, the aluminum, all in really good shape. Just no signs of corrosion. Again, this was a US delivery vehicle. So of course it is US and California compliant. Has never been registered in California, and we have it on an Ohio title. AC blows cold the way you would hope. Power antenna works the way you would hope. All right. I'm going to put the camera down for a moment, and I'm going to show you exactly how this screen works. All right, I'm just going to show how the screen works. Let's see if we can get some backlighting here. So I've just got I don't have the vehicle started because we're indoors, but anyway, so I've got the screen on. You can see down here, if I touch the bottom, it pops up all the controls for the AC system or the climate system, fan speed, where your vents are blowing, feet and front and center, or just feet, or defrost. You can control your temperature down here and sync it if you'd like on both sides. It's on sync right now. This is my volume. Now I'm going to connect my phone. So unlock my phone, plug in the cable, it's connecting, boom. So now we're into the Apple CarPlay portion of it. Can hit for the main apps. So if we want to go into my music, oh weird, country.
Surfing air coming through the front and the back windows. Been dreaming the other side of this world.
And then if we go back to apps and we want to go to, I don't know, Spotify, there we go. Or if we want to go to Sirius XM, same thing. Very, very cool. And then your climate still stays down below. If we wanted to go to radio, click radio at the top. The antenna starts going up. It's down when you're listening to your Apple CarPlay, but if you're in the radio, there you go. So we'll go back to CarPlay, apps, CarPlay, and there we are. And then you can see my messages coming through down at the below. So that's how that works. So I'm going to unplug my phone. And then, so let's go start the vehicle. Hopefully you can see this. But anyway, we're in the neutral mode. So now I'm going to hit up on the suspension. As it's now flashing and selected height control on the top. And I know it's going to be hard to see, but we are moving up. It's going first front and then back. Now the back is moving. And boom, there we are. We're in the high position. Now if we want to, is this still recording? Sorry about that. It was still recording. So we're in the high position. If I want to go down to the low position, you can see it just started to dive. We're now dropping into the low position. I'll maybe show that on the camera right here. And we're back, and then I'll show you the high position right here. And we're back. So now we're in the low position. I'm still sitting inside. The cup holder door, the spring works the way it should. Nothing's broken in there. Same thing, e-brake, the center console, the top lid opens with a leather top. We've just got some blank of the plates in here. Or you can open into the larger. This is where your CD changer is. So that is in the center unit, and there's some more storage down below and a power point. Yeah, I'm gonna take the video back outside onto the next camera now. All right, so just to wrap things up, this is our no reserve Colorado, originally, now sitting on an Ohio title in our Blaine, Washington warehouse. US delivery 2007 iconic Toyota Landcruiser with the V8, the adjustable suspension. It is in its highest position right now. We've had this vehicle fully inspected with Toyota. That is available in the auction. It's got new tires. It's got a new Apple CarPlay and digital head unit that controls all of your climate and everything else. Maps, large screen. The interior is exquisite. I would say the best I have seen. Same with the exterior. We will show the paint meter readings to confirm that, and all I can say is this is a phenomenal Landcruiser, and definitely one that should ring the bell. Thanks so much. Reach out, contact seller button, or find us on the internet. Good luck, and I hope you take this Landcruiser home.